Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome to my channel. It's Sean. Super duper late at night. It's about almost 1 a.m. Sometimes I love to shoot around this time because it's quiet, nothing's going on, no traffic outside, etc. Someone DM'd me on Instagram and asked if I could recommend some of my favorite fragrances, and I really wanted to do this video because I haven't done a fragrance video in a very long time. I'm dressing for where I'm going, and there's nothing more beautiful than a woman that wants to become and is doing everything actively to become that, to reinvent herself. I want to be a woman of love and a woman of sophistication constantly, and a woman of class, a woman who respects others and is kind-hearted. And so not only do I want that to reflect in my personality, I want it to reflect in my dress code, I want it to reflect the scents that I wear. That's very feminine and very classy and somewhat mysterious. So the first perfume that I want to talk about when I say all of that is the Hermes Trilly. This is the Eau de Parfum. I don't see a lot of people with this fragrance. A lot of people know about this fragrance, but not a lot of people wear this fragrance for whatever reason. But what I love about this is it's fresh, it has tuberose, it's a spicy floral, it also has sandalwood, and it lasts on me about 8 hours. There's a beautiful lingering sillage. I love to spray my fragrance into the air and walk into the mist because I want it to get into my hair and onto my clothing as well. And when I wear this, the response is, "What are you wearing?" It is so pleasant, and that's how I want to show up. When you look at me, I want you to see me as a whole and a woman who took time to take care of herself. Pretty much you're walking in your character, especially if you want to be a person of love. There you go, the Hermes Trilly Eau de Parfum. It has a nice ribbon on there. This is the woman who's coming into her own, who wants to be feminine and has this fresh scent that everybody's like, ooh, ah, all eyes on you. I want to tell you the sizes just in case. There's a 1 ounce, there's a 1.69 ounce, and there's a 2.87 ounce. So I don't know if they have this at Sephora in various sizes, but you definitely can get it on Hermes's website. This next fragrance, I have to read the description because I absolutely love it, and I just finished talking about being mysterious. This over my night fragrances, and this is my night fragrance. It is Byredo's Reine de Nuit. Many flowers, including jasmine, lily, and rose, unveil their mysteries once night falls. A warm and spicy perfume that captures the scent of flowers after nightfall. Now, the top notes: saffron, blackcurrant. Middle notes are incense and midnight rose. At the base, you have amberette seeds, black amber, and patchouli. And this is made in France. Now, what I can tell you about this is that it lasts more than 8 hours. It is a true night fragrance. You wear this after you take your shower, you put on your body oils. It reminds me of back in the biblical days when women would prepare themselves with oil and perfumes with saffron and myrrh and all of this stuff. That's what this really reminds me of. Now, I would wear this when I go out for like girls' night out, or if I'm, going to do a solo date night, I would wear this fragrance. It lasts more than 8 hours, and it is just beautiful. And trust me, if you think you would get compliments with the Hermes Trilly, you definitely are going to be a showstopper with the Reine de Nuit. Go into Byredo, try a lot of their fragrances. They have so many beautiful fragrances. And of course, the next fragrance that I'm going to recommend is the Mojave Ghost. This is a beautiful fragrance, one of my faves, but my Reine de Nuit is topping this one. All right, let's read about the Mojave Ghost. This one, the top note is amberette, Jamaican raspberry. The middle note is violet, sandalwood, and magnolia. The base is chantilly musk, crisp amber, and cedarwood, also made in France. Now, what I can tell you about the Byredo Mojave Ghost versus your Reine de Nuit is that the Reine de Nuit is more intense. And it's more intense because it is a night fragrance. Fragrances are very personal to our body chemistry and you want to leave it on for a little bit, see how you like it, get samples of things, because everything doesn't smell the same on everybody. Does that make sense? Those two though, my absolute favorites from the house. This next fragrance is from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and it's not the Baccarat Rouge 540. This is the 724, which not a lot of people talk about. I was actually one that got introduced to their aqua line when I went to an event that Maison Francis invited me to, and I love that fragrance, but I won't lie to you all. The 724 is my absolute favorite. I want to read to you the notes in this one, okay? It says, at the heart of this fragrance lies the airy aura conveyed by a bouquet of flowers structured by jasmine absolute from Egypt, sweet pea, and mock orange. The base notes I'm gonna go throughout, I'm just gonna skip over all the fluff and get to the sandalwood and white musk accord. It is absolutely glorious. This lasts on me 8 hours plus. You don't have to layer this. This is just an ideal fragrance for that woman that is mature, who knows where she's going, is in the boardroom about to take over, or going on a date night and sure about herself, sure about what she wants. That's exactly what you're going to get from this fragrance. This is a fragrance that speaks to a woman who knows who she is. It is a confident fragrance, and it is one that is pleasant and not offensive. Definitely a yes, yes, yes. These are in my collection to stay. This next fragrance is very niche. I showed it on all my TikTok videos. It is from Nicolai, and this is the Patuchouli. Patchouli is one of my favorite notes. This fragrance is intense. This has a musk to it too. It really is another fragrance that's bold. It's in your face, and you're gonna get compliments, but it may be offensive because it's very intense. And this speaks to another woman that is, get it done, is goal oriented, is about achieving her goals. It's about being confident in how she presents herself to the world. This is that take charge woman. That's what you're getting from the Nicolai Patuchouli, and I adore this fragrance. I am super excited to introduce to you all Parfum de Mali de Lina. I met with the brand in New York some time back, and oh my goodness, the Delina fragrance is absolutely a sweet fragrance with vanilla in the middle of this fragrance, but you definitely can smell it. There's musk at the base, but I'm gonna read to you all the notes, top, middle, and base notes. But this is such a sweet fragrance. The woman who is, it gives me Southern Belle vibes a lot. That woman who's just very feminine and very girly and wants the man to take charge and make sure that everything is well with the world, and my husband or my boyfriend, it just gives me those kind of vibes. It's just a really awesome fragrance, and it speaks to not only our femininity but also the gentle nature of a woman, and that's why I really love this fragrance. So the top notes: rhubarb, lychee, bergamot essence. The heart of the note is Turkish rose, peony, and vanilla, and base notes is cashmeran, musk, and vetiver. And it says best time to wear any time of the year during the day. So I definitely agree with that. Kayali would be great at night. Nicolai, the Patchouli, would be a great night fragrance. Byredo Red de Nuit, a really great night fragrance. But Delina, I say definitely during the day. Also, the Tuileaux de Parfum, a really great day fragrance. Mojave Ghost, I would wear that during the day as well. So this makes sense, right? But different characteristics come with different types of fragrances that we use. And as far as, my interpretation of it, I know what I'm going after. I know how I'm feeling in that moment and how I want to show up, and that determines which fragrance I go after. So far we have the Tuileaux de Parfum, We have the Byredo Rendezvous, the Byredo Mojave Ghost, Parfum de Mali, and this one is Delina. And we also have the Nicolai Patchouli. I have a lot more fragrances, but I think for the person that asked me to give my recommendations of fragrances, this is a great starting point. And you can go into your Neiman's or your major department stores because they would have mostly all of these in-house that you can try. Or if you're in Dallas, the Nicolai Patchouli would be at the Scent Room in Dallas. Our friend Deborah owns that boutique Scent Room. I would definitely go there. She also has Parfum de Mali Delina that you can try as well. The other fragrances, I would definitely explore your Neiman Marcus. And when I say niche fragrance, because somebody had asked me that before, what do you mean a niche fragrance? I mean that it's not as mainstream as the ones that you see in your major department stores. Nicolai Patchouli is just not one that you're going to see in your major department stores at all. Actually, I don't see that fragrance at all. So it's those fragrances like, there's another one, I can't remember the name of the influencer. She has a fragrance that is actually very niche that you would find in the Scent Room also. I don't know if they still carry it, but her fragrance was in there. And I would definitely say if you want something that is not so mainstream, that is really exclusive, then check out fragrances in your boutiques near you, or like I said, at the Scent Room. There's also a Scent Room in Los Angeles in the Fashion District. You all know I travel a lot, so I get to explore these places, and that's what I love with my traveling too, is that because I know you all watch me from everywhere, is I can speak to some of the places from, cities that I've been in that would have the, products that I'm recommending to you all. So yeah, but I hope this video was helpful, and leave your comments, questions down below. Have you tried any of these fragrances? Are there any that I mentioned that you're going to try? And definitely, if you do, come back and let me know, because y'all know I'm nosy like that. But I love you all so much. Have a great night tonight, and I'll see you all in my next one. Ciao for now.